Come to you again, of course. Tawfik, what about you? Did you get a chance to vote?
Yeah, I went to
Who did you vote for?
My choice was any of the non-Islamists. So anyone like Musa or Shafiq was for me equal. I went to one of them without, the calculation was that Sabahi was a good person. He has a very good social agenda. However, I felt he might be a repetition of Gamal Abdel Nasser. And Gamal Abdel Nasser speaks a lot, speaks loudly. But at the end, the country has been defeated. The economy went down. He created a lot of animosity at a global level that all united against him. So, and at that time, Gamal Abdel Nasser, Egypt's economy was even much better than now. Now you have 90 million people. You need to feed them. The food in the country is not enough to feed all these 90 millions. You need tourism industry. You need stability. You don't need much frictions with Israel. But when you hear someone like Sabahi saying the first thing he will do, he will allow people of Hamas to come into Sinai and open the borders completely. When you see him also saying he will support the military resistance of Gaza, in Gaza against Israel. So I think this attitude is so dangerous, especially when you deal with a country that its economy is very fragile now and its credit rating is declining, which by itself can bring the country into disasters. So I think he speaks too loud. I respect this man at different aspects, but my vision is that his enthusiasm can be destructive.
But Tawfik, you are a scholar, and you know as well as I do that when it comes to politics, politicians campaign, as somebody said, in poetry. But when it comes to governing, they do that in prose.
You are correct, but I'm afraid the personality also of the politician can make a difference.
It also can make a difference. But in this particular case, we're talking about people trying to become president of Egypt.
Yeah.
But frankly, we do know that that particular position, up to now, does not have a job description.
Yes.
Power still remains in the hands of the Supreme Council of the Armed Forces of Egypt.
Yes.
We still don't have a constitution in place.
Yeah, and that is this us. Do you know who was behind this? The Muslim Brotherhood. They said to the people, whoever will say yes to the concept that the constitution become later, not the very first thing to be done. There was a sort of referendum, and in the referendum you have choice to make the constitution at the beginning or not to make it at the beginning. And the Muslim Brotherhood and the Salafi said in the mosques and through their scholars, whoever will vote no, who is not a Muslim, he will go to hell. Whoever will put yes, he will go to paradise. Yes here means not to make the constitution at the beginning. So now the whole country is paying the price for the mistakes of the Brotherhood. And that is my real problem here. The population in Egypt, when you see Sabahi and Abu al-Futuh, and people are getting so angry about this. But when you think wisely, if Sabahi united with Abu al-Futuh, the problem wouldn't have happened from the beginning to begin with. So they shouldn't blame really Shafiq or other people. They should blame themselves. And the same, if the Brotherhood did not put a presidential candidate and kept their promise that they will not have a candidate in the presidential race, if they kept their promise, this problem wouldn't have happened now. And probably you would have got either Sabahi or Abu al-Futuh as a president. So there are troubles. And all these troubles, if you think deeply, happened because the Brotherhood and Sabahi and Abu al-Futuh, because they were not united. And some of them, like the Brotherhood, did not even respect their oath and the promise to the people. So I think the emotions here play a major factor, but if people start to think wisely and deeply, they will start probably to see things differently.
Very interesting. Let's go to the lifeline.